Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would talk about fruity floral perfumes that are in my collection. I actually don't have as many as I thought I would when I was younger. Fruity florals and fresh citrus fragrances were really all I had and wore. I think I must have decluttered a lot of the fruity florals that I used to have in my collection over the past couple of years, but I still have some that I'm going to go over. So let's start with Lancome Idole. I just have a travel size of this. When it came out, I thought the bottle was really pretty. And I read the notes and I thought, oh, I would love this because there is pear, and I love pear, and bergamot in the opening. So I thought, okay, fruity and fresh in the opening. But I think the way people talked about the rose made me nervous to try it because I didn't think I liked rose perfumes. And maybe I didn't at the time. I obviously like them now because I just did a video and I had so many. But this is a really nice, sweet, fresh, and floral. Yeah, so really just sweet, fresh, pretty, easy to wear, fruity floral perfume. When I first got it and spritzed it, I thought it was okay, but I wasn't that wowed by it. I tried a couple of the other flankers from the line, and I actually did buy a full size, but the smaller bottle of the Idol Nectar. That one I think is my favorite. But I've come back to this one a couple times and just randomly spritz it on. And honestly, every time I wear it, I like it more and more. It is just a very beautiful, sweet, easy, fresh floral fragrance that you can wear every day. Great signature, good for the office. Sometimes I wear it to the gym. Just really nice. So if you can get a chance to sample this, I do recommend it. The next one I have is Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple. I just have a small 10 ml bottle of this one. I wanted to try it. I heard a lot of mixed reviews. When it first came out, thought I would love it because of the apple, and apple is a note I really do enjoy in perfumes. I used to get a lot of the ones from Bath and Body Works that had apple in it back in the day. I think like Country Apple, and I can't remember. There's a couple other ones that I really liked. So I decided to just get this small one to test it out first. I didn't want to commit to a large bottle. And from the bottle, it's really beautiful, actually. I get the comparison to a body splash a little bit, but it does have a little more complexity and depth to that, especially now that my bottle has had a chance to sit for a while. So it has red apple, lychee, black currant, and pink grapefruit in the opening. And while I don't necessarily pick up all those notes individually, it is a very nice, like fresh bowl of fruit, sweet vibe that you get from the beginning. The middle notes have wild berries, raspberry, jasmine, and May rose, and the base notes are sugar, musk, vanilla flower, moss, and amber. So all those things made me think I would just love it. And I liked it when I first got it, but I wasn't crazy enough about it to think I wanted a full bottle. But I did layer it with a couple other perfumes in my collection, and it is so good layered on top of almost anything that you want to add a fruity touch to. I've done it with Deja Vu White Flower. Love that. What else have I layered it on top of? I can't remember. I'm going to make a layering video eventually. But this is a great fruity floral fragrance that is good for layering or by itself. The longer I've had it, it has gotten a little more complex. I think some of those base notes have developed a little bit. And it smells so good, easy reach, and the longevity for what it is, I don't really have any complaints, especially if you get it on a sale. The next one I have is just a little sample. This is Meliora from Parfums de Marly. I got this in a set a long time ago, smelled it. I thought this would be my favorite one because of the profile and the notes in it. It has black currant, red berries, and then it has musk and vanilla in the base. But it was very pretty. It didn't smell bad at all, but I didn't love it, and I knew I wouldn't reach for it, so I never bothered to get it or add it to my collection. But I recently layered it with another perfume that I do have, and it was amazing. And then I started layering it with other things, and now I actually really do like it. I like it layered, certainly. but now I'm actually wanting to reach for it just on its own. This is, yeah, sweet. It's a little green, but not overly green. And I think maybe that's what kept me from loving it in the beginning, was the kind of green note. Green notes aren't my absolute favorite. I don't mind them. They're nice, but it's not something I kind of am in the mood to wear often. So I just had other fruity florals in my collection that didn't have that green note that I was reaching for more. But this is really, truly a beautiful, easy to wear, great for everyday type of fragrance. It just makes you feel fresh and pretty and clean and feminine. And it's sweet, but it's not like cloyingly sweet, again, because of that green note in it. This is definitely one. I've got this sample and I have another little size sample of this, but once those are gone, I am definitely putting Meliora in my shopping cart. The next one I have, I've only got 2 more travels and the rest are like full bottles, is also from Parfums de Marly. This is Oriana. This is a very sweet, very fruity, fresh gourmand-ish type of fragrance. It has notes of mandarin orange, bergamot, and grapefruit in the opening, so it's very, very fresh and citrusy in the top. But the mid has raspberry and blackcurrant, so it does have that sweet, fruity, girly fun vibe in the mid. And the base notes have that whipped cream that everybody loves so much, the marshmallow, musk, and ambrette. So this is another very pretty, girly, feminine, easy to wear, I think, type of fragrance. Great for spring. I haven't tried it too much in the summertime. And I think I thought that the marshmallow and whipped cream would make it too heavy. But because the opening is so citrusy and bright and the mid has all those berries in it, I think it actually is really great for any of the warmer months. I'm going to try it when it gets really, really hot outside to see how I feel about it if it gets too cloying in the summer. But I somehow I don't think it will, because it really does hold on to that freshness the whole time. So I still have quite a bit left in here. I don't wear it that often, but when I do, I always enjoy it. So I might pick up maybe the small 30 ml bottle of this once I get through my travel size. And the last travel size I have here, I actually just got this about a week ago, and this is Madison Avenue from Bond Number 9. I've actually been trying a few of their fragrances, and some of them smelled nice, but they just don't smell that great on my skin. Something about it, it's just not for me. This is the first one that I've worn and didn't kind of get annoyed with and want to wash off my skin after like wearing it for an hour. So the top notes for this one are apple, blackberry, and bergamot. So that's kind of what made me curious to try this one and see if I would like it better than some of the other really popular ones I've tried. The mid notes are rose, magnolia, and jasmine. The base notes are patchouli, praline, and ambroxan. And I do enjoy ambroxan in fragrances. So I've only sampled this twice so far. I'm probably going to put this on my tray for next month. You can see how full it is. Put it on my tray for next month and really give it some wear and see how I like it. But my first impression was light, sweet, fresh, pretty, easy to wear. It's not going to like knock anybody down, but I could still smell it. I can't speak to the longevity just yet because I haven't really worn it out a lot, but so far of all the Bond Number 9s I've tried, this is the first one where I'm interested in like really testing it out, seeing how I like it, and maybe getting a bottle. Okay, the next perfume I have to talk about is Dior J'Adore. This is actually on my perfume tray for this month, and I have put a little bit of a dent in it so far. I've actually worn it quite a few times. This is such a, classic fragrance. It's been around for a long time, but like light, sweet, fresh, fruity, but there's like something maybe musky in here. I don't know if there's musk in it. Yeah, Yeah, there's musk in the base, and there's actually blackberry in the base too. So the whole life of this perfume, while it's not necessarily super linear, is just this light, sweet, fruity, pretty, fresh, kind of clean, almost a little bit soapy fragrance. And this has been really fantastic in this weather. Like, I get up and I just throw it on. I don't have to think about it. It doesn't, it doesn't take a certain mood to wear this. If you just want to smell nice and pretty and classy, this is a great one to throw on, easy to wear. It lasts a good amount of time. I don't have to reapply it. And I found it to be really great for all occasions, for any type of thing I'm doing, running errands, going to brunch, sitting at home, going out. It just smells really good, really nice, and it's very, very easy to reach for. Okay, the next one that I have is Sol de Janeiro's 68. This is the Brazilian jasmine and pink dragon fruit body spray. So when this came out, where it was all over YouTube and Instagram, and I had tried the original, like the 62, and I liked it fine. I think I had that body spray years ago, and I think one of my friends took it off my hands. So I wasn't that like that hard pressed to run out and go grab it. But as I started getting into fragrances more and kind of seeing what type of notes I was starting to enjoy and like, and other things I was trying, I thought, oh, for summer it would be great. Like when I'm going out to the pool, to the park, to whatever, and I want to smell nice but not too fancy, and I want something that's gonna, just last a couple of hours till I head back home, clean up, shower, all that stuff. So I thought I would give this a try, and this was a love at first sniff. It's sweet, it's really effervescent, it's airy, and it actually, the performance I think is great. I do layer this on top of the body cream, and then I will sometimes spritz on a different perfume on top of it if I'm like wearing it all day. But this is a really beautiful like body mist. It's affordable. I know you can get this straight from the site. You can also get it from Sephora. I think they're still having their sale going on right now. I got this directly from the Sol de Janeiro website, but I really, really like this. I have quite a dent in it so far, and I even have, is it 15 ml or 30 ml? Bottle. This is the 90 ml. So this is the 3 fluid ounce bottle, and I actually have the big 8.5 or 8 ounce fluid bottle as a backup, because I know now that it's warmer outside, I'm going to be wearing this all the time, and I will go through it and need some more. Another one that I have from Sol de Janeiro is the 40, and this is the Black Amber Plum and Vanilla Woods. So this came out, and I, again, wasn't that interested in getting it, but I did get a sample of the body cream, and not only did I like the way it felt on my skin, but the fragrance was very, very intoxicating. And so I decided to get the body mist to go with it. They didn't have the small one in stock, so I thought, you know what, just get the big one. It's really affordable. I think the big one is $30 or $35. Again, if you get it at Sephora during the sale, you save anywhere from 10, 15, 20% off of it. And when you layer it with the lotion, I think, oh gosh, it smells so good. I think it lasts a really good amount of time for a body splash. So this has top notes of plum, black amber, and cassis. In the mid, there's orchid and jasmine, and in the base, there's vanilla, woody notes, and musk. And this is such a nice, easy to pick up, throw on, wear fragrance. But that kind of the plum, the black amber, the vanilla, and the woodsy and musk notes make it kind of sexy. I think not like overtly sexy. I don't think you're gonna wear this and feel like a siren, but It is nice to wear, and it's good to layer. You could put this on for a base for another maybe fruity floral fragrance, and that would add some depth and a little bit of like a sensual touch to that other fragrance. But yeah, this smells really great. I've also put a dent in this one, and this one is also going to be ran through this spring and summer now that it's warming up. But this is actually great for year round because it does do well in the heat. I've worn this in the summertime, super hot outside, and those fruity notes really kind of shine and you smell great, but then the vanilla is not too much. It's not too cloying with the florals that are in here. But it's also good for the colder months because it is a little more sensual. So this is a really great year-round, affordable, fruity floral fragrance. I really love it. And if you get a chance to smell it or try the body lotion, I recommend it. And they layer really, really nicely together. That combination will last you for hours. Okay, I've talked about this fragrance quite a bit on my channel. This is a Parfum de Marly's Delina La Rose. This is definitely the fruity floral version of the other two, right? They're both, other ones are very floral, and there are fruit notes, but this is the one that when I smell it, I think, you know, fresh, springtime, summertime, fruity floral, light, easy to wear. It's not going to be obnoxious or loud. It's never going to become cloying. That doesn't have that, I don't think it has that incense note in it that can make the other ones a bit much for some people, especially when it gets hot. So this is definitely, it's hard to say which one is my favorite between this one and the exclusive because I wear them for such different occasions and such different times of year, but in the spring and summer months, this is definitely my favorite version. I like to wear it all the time, and it layers really well with a lot of other things to either add a little brightness and fruitiness, or if you want to layer it with something darker so you still get that nice Delina vibe, and get a little bit of a sensual kind of seductive quality to it without going full on Delina or Delina exclusive mode, which can be a bit much, especially in the heat. But yeah, this just nice, fruity, fresh, juicy, but watery, like not watered down, but it definitely has an aquatic vibe to it. And it has some woody notes in the base and musk that I think help it really last a long time. I do not find this to be a short-lived or poor performing fragrance, even though it's one that I think of as being a more springtime, summertime perfume. This is definitely one of my favorites for spring and summertime. And then I have Cassili here, also from Parfums de Marly. This is on my tray for this month as well, and I've been reaching for this quite a bit this month, and I've been experimenting just wearing it on its own and then layering it with a couple different other fragrances. I'll include those in my layering video. But this one, it's so beautiful. It's got such a nice, juicy, fruity opening. There's red currant and Bulgarian rose in the top, and in the mid note there is plum and mimosa. And so it does smell like, everyone talks about how they smell peaches in there, and I also get that vibe. I'm not going to say it smells like a peach or like a peach note and other fragrances, but when you think of peaches and cream, any other type of peaches and cream product, or a food type of product, or a dessert that's like maybe peach cobbler, it does definitely smell like that. So I don't think that I smell peach in this fragrance, but it does have a creamy, peachy, desserty type of vibe to it. Then there's also vanilla, tonka, and sandalwood in the base. But this is just a very beautiful, classy, and other, to me, easy to wear, fruity floral fragrance that is good almost year round. I don't know that I ever think about this in the winter time, but spring, summer, and fall, perfectly good to wear this. And it's great for all occasions, right? It's good for running errands, just going out for a nice, low-key, easy day, brunch, lunch. I mean, maybe dinner, depending on where you are, because it is so nice and light and bright. So maybe it's really hot outside. You don't want to wear anything too heavy. This has enough depth and complexity in the base to be worn in the evening on a spring or summer night, in my opinion. But I definitely recommend, if you can get a sample of this, this is one of my favorite fragrances from the Parfum de Marly house. And the last fragrance I have is Valentino, born in Roma. This is the Coral Fantasy version. I love this one so much. I've talked about it on my channel a few times already. This has kiwi and Brazilian orange in the top. So you just get this blast of really juicy, fruity, sweet goodness when you first spritz it on. And then there's jasmine and rose in the mid, so that's where you kind of get the floral touches, and it has, yeah, like a nice, like almost dew covered rose vibe in the mid that I pick up a little bit. I'm sure the fruity notes in the top are helping that along. And in the base, there's white musk and Texas cedar to kind of ground it, so it does have that sexy, musky, and woody vibe in the base. So I love woody fragrances. I love fruity floral fragrances. This to me is just a perfect fragrance for the warmer months. I got a small sample, or like the deluxe sample size of this last year, and went through it very quickly, and then bought this bottle. And that was towards the middle end of summer. So this bottle hasn't been used up too much because it did start to cool down by the time I got this one, but I wore it for as long as the weather was warm. And I am definitely going to be putting this back on my tray, probably starting next month. This is just a really great, easy to reach for, easy to wear, fruity floral perfume. The longevity isn't fantastic, but it's not horrible either. So I usually reapply it once. I'll spritz it on, and then a few hours later, I'll do another spritz, and then I am good for the full day after that. And I don't mind having to double spritz it. I just honestly waited for a good sale, save some money, and then it's not too bad of a price for the performance that you're getting, in my opinion. Okay, so here are the fruity floral fragrances that I have in my collection that I think are great choices for springtime. Again, a couple of these are on my tray, and I have been wearing them a ton in the month of April. There are, I think, a good mix of affordable and high-end options, good for a lot of different occasions. And some of these are like really great signature scent options if you're also looking for that. If you have any recommendations for fruity floral perfumes, please leave them down below. Now that I'm seeing, I mean, this is not a small collection. I'm very lucky to have the perfumes that I have. But if you have any other recommendations, I really do love fruity florals, and, sometimes want to mix it up. And I'm realizing that my collection is not quite as big for the fruity floral category as I thought it was. So any recommendations would be appreciated. Other than that, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.